what do you got notes wise? Not much. It can't be much.
About half a page.
All right. Hit us with the notes.
So we started off and we went more to the east to see the northeast, and we see more steels with more names. There were 4 total with hundreds of names. On the north, we see the mist getting sucked into the floor/wall. They detect a strong aura of necromantic magic on the steels. Vamir touches a name since it senses it's resisting him. He gets 20 necrotic forcefully. He gets 20 necrotic damage. I go in the secret door. There are 8 journals on the writing table. Olanthus's name is in the front. We go back to the other secret door down in the southwest. It's got ankle-deep mist and reveals a circle of blood with hundreds of slivers of parchment in the circle, and each one has a name. Seems like it's binding them here and by destroying the papers. So Greybeard sends a firebolt in, and all the papers are destroyed. Then we hear the metal greaves on the stone. We go back out to the south central tunnel, and all of the rooms that way towards the east look the same. We hear the big footfalls getting closer. The urns start to shake, and ghosts pop out saying, "Olanthus is coming. He's here."
Olanthus.
Some ghosts take a knee when they go to the west, and then they go north, and then the footfalls sound like they kind of go further away for a little bit, and then as we go to the right, we hear them starting to echo again, and then Discord crash.
I forgot. You made me drop my drink. I forgot that's what happened.
I put it right there.
You forgot the part right before Discord crashed where we talked to Olanthus.
Oh,
we
yeah,
had
totally.
a nice chat,
Yeah.
a little tea.
Oh.
And, I think he said he was going to join us. In our
Join
conversation.
you. I mean, that sounds pretty cool. I
know we had ever brain here that good.
You know, I don't take notes. So if that's what your notes say.
Incredible. I couldn't believe it.
Hashtag Discord crash. Is the bottom of my page.
Yeah. And
the bottom of mine just says Discord outage
Finito.
I never had an issue.
What?
I never crashed.
Well,
yeah.
Yes. Discord had sporadic outages throughout their service area, according to their server status page.
Yeah. I didn't get your "it's up" message until the morning, or I saw it in the morning.
Yeah. When I sent it.
I don't know how long it was, or someone sent it. Yeah.
I remember sending something online because I think when I went to bed, it was back.
I remember you said that when you came to bed, but
yeah.
But we were all in bed by then, so.
Yeah, at 10:45, I was back online.
Oh, okay. So it was just like 15-20 minutes after we stopped.
Right.
Yeah, but mine wasn't working. Like, I didn't get that.
Mine wasn't either. So.
Right. Again, it was just sporadic servers.
Yeah.
It was pain in the arse.
The arse. All right. I guess we have to continue from here then. Let's.
Onward.
Onward. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. My mouse pad is soaked in sake now, so it's a little damp.
Oh no.
Yeah, you made me laugh when you said Discord crashed. I forgot. I laughed and I just dumped it.
Retrieve it.
You just gotta wring it out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's fine. It's too big.
The sake will kill the dead skin cells.
I was on the verge of taking it to the bathtub yesterday, and getting the scrubber and just doing one of those scrubby things, but now I have reason to actually do that, so thank you.
Well, now I have reason to just toss it and buy an RGB one, so you can be all...
RGB? No. While I like it and enjoy it, it would distract me while I'm trying to read, having the RGB down there.
Yeah,
so.
I don't really get the whole mousepad RGB side of things.
All right. Music. Crypt of the Hellriders. Click. Okay. Can't hear anything. So I believe you guys were going towards the right, right?
Correct.
I
Right.
think that was the plan. 'Cause I think you said it sounded like they were going back away. We heard them again, and they were going away again. So
Yeah.
we're gonna go right.
All right. Looks like Yastri. Turn this up a tad. Hang on. Turn it up a hair. All right. Yastri looking in there. Roll me perception.
Oh god, I don't even have my stats up. Ah!
Ha! Be prepared.
I am. It's right here.
Okay. Close enough.
Plus 99.
D&D Beyond close. Lord.
It's cool. You can't roll lower than a 19.
I can't.
That is awesome.
That's what I rolled.
A 19's what you rolled?
Yes.
What the? What? Would you roll a 1?
I rolled a 6.
I get it now. Okay, yeah. All right. Well, I was looking for a little more than your passive there, so yeah, you don't. Looks like the same kind of room as all the other rooms. You do still hear that those footsteps trailing away though, so that's a good thing. You do hear them though, so they're still close enough to be heard echoing throughout the crypts.
I'm expecting the no, my diary.
Who broke into my diaries? My journals, they were so private.
Well,
they-
again,
Yeah.
report back to the team.
Yeah, so I'll go tell them that I hear the footsteps, but they seem to be going away. They could be going back around as a patrol, could be going up to look at the room. Shall we continue on? What was the plan?
Might as well. Alright, well, let's give it a good investigation and make sure there's no
Secret room?
little corners and shenanigans.
Shenanigans. All right, so you guys jaunt in.
Dip on in there. Yep.
All right, I'm gonna place you in there, and also I'm gonna fix something on. Bobby keeps switching spaces with you guys, so I keep changing it in my overlay.
It's when he turns his camera on.
He's a fucking troll, is what he is.
Well, yeah, but what else?
Nothing.
Trolls of Troll School.
To be expected. We should have just left it at that. The trolls of Troll School. Perfect. Everyone else but Yasri, roll me a perception.
I can't roll higher than a 19, so I'm not even going to try.
Oh, damn. You can't.
I'm gonna quit doing virtual. That just
Look at that. It shit on you twice in a row.
23.
Oh, there we go. Xenalor. Mr. Xenalor, you see the telltale signs of a secret door, just like the other two secret doors inside this crypt. It is over here. Let me make a mark so you can see it.
Zenlor puts the wand of secrets that he remembered existed in the last 5 minutes in his bag. And says, I think there's another thing over there.
Guess I don't need that. I see all secrets. Cool. Let me move you guys there.
For the sake of thoroughness, given that we're in presumably the sort of last chamber, more of the same decor, same urns.
Yeah, exactly the same.
Else of note.
I'm gonna go check for traps or issues with the new door.
All right,
Yes.
roll me investigation, please.
Malil guide you.
It's a guidance. D4.
Yes.
What's the guy?
Natural 20.
Wah, 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 wah.
I took a journey for
Um,
27.
27.
Plus D4.
You don't see any traps. It looks like it opens the same way as the other ones. But you definitely smell something funny. Someone definitely pooted around you. But you're not sure which one of them it was.
Lulu.
It was me. It was me.
Is it stress, Lulu? I understand.
I've just been flying this whole time. My stomach's upset. I probably just need to start walking.
Oh, well, if you need.
You want to ride here?
Oh.
Well, I go first. What about Vonne? He's got broad shoulders.
Oh, okay. She lands on you.
He's never in the back.
Okay, yeah, he probably goes in. Yeah, okay. He's in the back when we're stealthing.
I'm in the back.
He goes in the back when we're stealthing.
It's too late. I've already landed.
Chin scratches.
Yeah, looks good. Looks good to go, just like the other doors. Just like the other secret doors.
I'll push it a little bit.
Okay.
The
Give it-
smell was purely party banter, not the.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely, yeah. It wasn't a sulfurous ignition about to blow our face off.
Or,
Peanut butter.
Rotting flesh behind the door.
Oh, or that. Yeah. They say peanut butter messes up people's stomachs, but having a very sensitive stomach myself, peanuts and peanut butter have never gave me a problem, which is very interesting.
Same.
Yeah.
Peanut butter.
I'm incredibly.
Peanut butter messes you up.
I don't have a gallbladder, so it's harder for me.
Oh. Well, maybe that's a thing to break down fats.
Fatty, greasy foods.
Yeah.
Can mess with my stomach.
Where's it attached again?
By your liver, it helps produce
That's
bile to break down.
So I do still have a gallbladder. I
Yes,
just don't
you still have a gallbladder.
appendices.
You don't have any of your appendices.
What's an appendix for?
Looking up terms in the back of the book.
Ah, yes. Oh, so. All right.
Break down cellulose.
All right, Bobby. You get inspiration for that one. That was a good one. Oh, so it's for breaking down fiber.
Break down cellulose when we ate more plants.
So you have gallbladder for fats, and you have appendix for plants, basically, fats and fiber.
It doesn't really do anything anymore.
Oh, okay.
It secretes like a hormone.
Oh.
But that's what it used to do. But we don't really eat anything with cellulose anymore. So
Well, we don't.
I had. They are gone.
Oh. Get it out of here. We don't need that shit. We
Yeah,
evolved.
I was like, of all the things, now I don't have to worry about appendicitis.
Yeah. So, inside this room, you see a blood-drawn circle. It looks like a removed appendix was dragged across the floor there to create a bloody circle. It looks exactly the same as the previous secret room. The blood circle, the slivers of paper on the floor with all the hundreds of names. And now looking down at this, you're like, oh, well, here's the other half.
Convenient. If I go
Shall I-
take a look, do I see anything of note, different about this one?
No, it just different names. That's the only difference there. Just a big batch of different names.
They,
You notice your name among the names?
Don't burn the paper. You might burn your face.
her name?
Shall I torch this room as well, or do we want to not do that this
well.
time?
I don't. I mean, if I apply my arcane knowledges and previous experience with the other one and
Mm-hmm.
converse with Greybeard,
Mm-hmm.
same.
Yes,
gist.
sir. Yes, sir. It is exactly the
There
same.
weren't enough of them last time, and that's what you said. This was the other half, right?
Yep.
Before you do anything, I want to go up to the corner of that upper hallway where I heard the footsteps going away. I want to stand at the corner and listen to see if I hear anything when that happens.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So you come back to the party. You give them a little like, oh, sorry, I had my thing on. You go back to the party, tell them what's up, and you're like, hang on, need to run back up and look.
Or do you want to go here?
If you take like 2 5-foot steps inside the hallway, you should be able to see into the room. One more, I think, should get you. Okay, maybe not then.
Quite, yeah, you gotta go up.
There you go. And that's the dead shit from.
Yeah. I'll just kind of like crouch down and try to listen while they're doing stuff.
Okay, excellent. So roll me a stealth and roll me a perception while you're listening intently. She's the roller today, guys. The scout roller.
Still have guidance.
You have inspiration.
I know. That's fine.
I guess I needed it.
I can match 23 for stealth.
Mm-hmm.
And then you said perception?
Yes.
Okay, so 13. 22 for perception.
Okay. Excellent. One moment. Okay. You hear the sound of the secret door that you guys went through. It sounds like, I guess it sounds just like the one you just opened. That grinding of stone as it would just slowly kind of twist in place. Obviously would have to be the one that you found first, or second, in the room with the steels.
Open first, found second.
Yes. That is it. Don't see anybody moving. No disturbances of the mist. No more sounds.
I'll try to get Vomir's attention very quietly, and I'll hand signal that to him.
Okay. Vomir?
All she heard was it opening?
It moving, which could be opening or closing, or, yeah.
The door. Well,
It's one and the same.
I'll whisper
Yeah.
in Laura's ear, the door up there open.
Okay.
You go back and tell him? Or I guess you did tell him.
Yeah, she did.
Bobby, you're killing us!
Before Vomir
What am I doing?
runs away,
You're zapping us with electricity.
before Vomir runs away, well, what do you say? We could try to hide in one of these rooms and read if you want. Is there enough room? Like, is the representation of that circle and the room like sufficiently?
Yeah, you could totally go in there. Like you're wanting to not you're like wanting to not be in the circle. Is that what you're thinking? But be in the room. Yeah, there's tons of room in there. Tons of room.
I'll step over. I'll tell Vomir that I'm going to do that. I'll walk over to Greybeard and I'll say, "Step in and see if you can come back out." Before we all go in there, and we know we can open it from this side. If you don't mind, Greybeard.
Steps in, closes the door. Try to open it back up again. Just swings right back. Swoop! Swings right back open. You can hold it right in place.
All right, so he could go in and out, no matter like shutting the door. It was fine.
Yeah. Hopped in, shut the door completely, waited a few seconds, pushed it back open. Hey guys, hop back out.
Okay.
Well, do we want to try and read in there?
I'm not there.
Right.
We, if we do, we might be able to find a way to block the door so that it can't be opened on us while we're in there.
Yeah, frankly,
Perhaps.
if someone knows that it opens and decide to come check it, if it doesn't open, that's suspicious enough.
Yes, but suspicion and being surprised are two different things. I don't have any wedges with me.
Wedgies?
No wedgie.
Do you have
Oh,
an
is he?
immovable rod? I'm not there. Sorry. Never mind.
How dare you talk to the party?
Barely aware. We have dose. Stay the best.
As you guys are standing there, trying to decide what to do, out of one of these urns, you see another ghostly figure appear in full, like knightly El Torel garb. Obviously ethereal, just kind of like floats by. Olanthus is here. Olanthus.
Spirit, are you trying to get away from Atlantis?
And you look at him and he's like taken aback, like he didn't notice you were there. But now that you've announced yourself, he kind of like turns around. Middle-aged man in ethereal form turns around to you and is like, "You see me?"
I do.
Ooh, how you are living.
Couldn't say. Not my area of expertise. Are you one of the ones bound by these paper strips?
Yes.
If we destroy them, does that free you?
It would help. Surely, anything would help. The memorial binds us whole.
What?
He just said the memorial binds them whole.
Whole.
Yeah.
Okay. I trust you want to be free, yes?
Yes.
How
Yes.
faithfully does Olanthus serve Zariel?
Olanthus hates what has happened here. He killed himself despite Zariel.
So we'd heard. We're trying to undo some of this. Is there anything you can
Olanthus.
tell me?
Yes. But Olanthus is here. He will find us soon.
How often does he come here?
Time is fleeting aspect. I've only seen him several times in the time I've been here, which stretches on for so long.
Yes, I would. What we know, it's been a while.
Olanthus despises Zariel. He is supernaturally. And he kind of like looks down at himself and looks back up to you. Bound to her service.
He's
But
not one of these names, is he?
no. His turning was much more sinister.
Yeah.
We all here, and he like points at the urns, may run from Olanthus, but we just run in fear of our free will. We all feel that there's still good in him.
Well, I hope you're right.
We yearn for an afterlife. Help us. Help us.
We're working on doing so. We've already. Did he already had burnt those while she was listening, right?
Yep.
We've already burnt these papers, but it sounds like there's more we need to do.
It is half the task. Half the task at hand.
We're after Zeriel's weapon. Were you there when she lost it?
She lost her hand as we lost our lives.
Bell, right?
I couldn't hear you.
Bell, right?
Yes. The devil.
Well, if dealing with, do you know what needs to be done with the do we need to destroy the monuments?
I don't know. I feel my soul. We all feel our souls tethered to our names in the monument.
I see. We will do what we can, I assure you. This place is terrible, but what's been done to you is unbelievable.
This place is sanctuary from above.
From the outside.
Yes.
Did Olanthus build this for you?
Zariel.
There's some good in her still, too.
One would think.
Good in him. I feel it. Well, we will do what we can. I assure you. Once that one finds out what I know, he won't let us leave if we can't. But it's something I give you my word I will do as well.
Thank you. The axe you have already taken here. Free me some to communicate. Help us more. Help us.
If we can, we shall. And we shall try.
You
Do it.
must hurry. Olanthus will not like you here.
Yes, that's what we're worried about. Thank you.
If you're welcome. One last piece before you hopefully put me to rest. If you think Zariel has good in her, then you must believe Olanthus has some good as well. Keep that in mind.
You said it before, and I have no reason not to believe you. Is it insight check?
Yeah, supernatural insight check, go.
Rolled worse.
Good.
19.
19? Yeah. It just seems concerned for you.
Ghosts lie.
Hell yeah, a ghost can lie. Hell yeah, a ghost can lie. If a ghost didn't like you and you use Raise Dead or whatever the shit, or I can't remember what it is. What is it? Speak with Dead.
Actually, that's
That
it's
whole nother
for another time.
For
but
another time.
There's actually, yeah, there's some nuance to that aspect
Speak
of it.
with dead is what the soul
uncompelled spirits and bound spirits can lie to you. Yes.
Good to know.
Yeah, so he, long story short, it just seemed concerned for your safety and also concerned for Olanthus. There seems to be like a love there.
Right. Yeah, I mean that's well, as I said, if there's some in him, and it sounds like from what he said, maybe there's some in her still as well. Maybe there's hope. Okay, I will. Would you have been keeping a lookout while I was talking to him still?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I will. I'll send just a quick, message so it's quiet. All right, I think we're gonna go in here to read. Let's gather up.
Do I hear anything different before I go back?
It's been a couple minutes. No, you don't. Don't hear anything different. So the door's only moved once, as far as you know.
Yeah.
We've heard it move once, and we haven't heard anything since then.
Correct.
No footsteps.
Yep.
No footsies.
Well,
So,
and
I'll go back.
Greybeard was able to come back out on his own, easy.
Correct. Easy peasy.
I guess we'll.
Okay. And the ghost fades away. So.
Okay. Well, that's good for him. Yeah. So I guess we'll see how much reading we can get.
Absolutely.
Why are we reading?
What?
Why are we reading?
I mean, we had planned to.
Why? We're here for him. And if he's here,
He is,
then why do we need
But-
to read?
based on what I would have, I guess, given you guys the brief rundown of chatting with the ghost.
Ghost chat.
There's
Ghost chat.
there's good. There's hope. Maybe this will tell us something. It's worth it, is it not?
I'm just
I feel
worried
like
if we
it-
start reading that he will leave and we'll never find him again without having to spend more blood.
I would also be afraid of being stuck in a little room and him finding us and just obliterating us.
I mean, is there any difference in being stuck in this little room and fighting him in the slightly larger room?
Movement, run, area, yeah.
Well, what say we just read here in the hall and she can be on lookout? We'll just, to our knowledge, he's perhaps in his study, if we're lucky. So she could stay, god damn it, up yander, and we could hang out and god mother. doesn't matter where you drag it. If it's diagonal, it doesn't work. Like you can't even drag it across a legitimate path and have it work.
So if we're in the small room and he comes into the small room, I mean, I can dimension door us 120 feet due west.
You can convention door it to you and someone else.
Yeah.
Don't you have that new spell too, Bobby? Didn't you take that?
Or is that just one other? Scatter, I have to be able to see. If the door's open, then I can see, and then all of us can.
I mean, yeah. If something opens the door, you can see through the door to bounce out if needed. I'm just like, so you know this thing has been walking around, and I'd previously said last time that you probably need a short rest to gather the information inside of this book. So, still your decision. But
Joshua, can you sneak around the corner and see up the hall so if he comes through, you can see him leaving?
I'm gonna have to turn all of you up.
oh no! Oh, did I turn myself down?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Sorry. The other two I'm having trouble with.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna pee while you do that. Burp.
So I'm sorry, Jason. What were you saying?
I was asking if she could move to where she can see up north, to where he would be leaving from.
Yeah, like bottom of the stairs kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the only thing that's been patrolling. They said he doesn't visit, well, rarely, if ever. I would assume he knows someone is here. And if he's gone into that secret room, he's probably going to check for these anyways. So we can hope that gives us more time, or we can just sit here, read what we can, and she can be on the lookout so that he doesn't hopefully escape without our knowledge. I'm fine to see as much as we may or may not be able to read here. If you know, I understand. I don't want to lose him either. So why don't we'll play the best of, well, we'll play the compromise and keep an eye out so hopefully he can't leave, and read what we can.
I'm okay with that.
Don't forget, Bobby. What the fuck are you doing? Don't forget, you have familiar, and everybody has their little bitch ass guys to scout with. Your homoculi.
I don't want to lose many Lulu.
Well then,
Can we see through them? How does that work?
Yeah, we know everything that they see.
Just that.
Telepathic link, as long as they're on the same plane of existence, we know everything they know.
Okay, so mine's a spider.
Yeah.
I can send it up
Wherever.
to the other stairs,
Yeah.
and so that way it can kind of look down into that room. Sorry, down into that room.
Absolutely. I just wanted to make sure you remembered those. Because I hear you making a plan. I'm like, well, they're literally putting someone at risk to know this information when they don't have to do that. So.
it's a great point.
Yep.
Let's send the spider and let's go in the thing. It gives us what we want from both ends, and the spider is not likely to be noticed.
Oh, go ahead, and I'm gonna look up something.
I was just gonna have mine sit like outside the door.
Okay.
What does yours look like?
Mine's a pseudo dragon, but there's mist everywhere. If he just sits on the floor, I doubt he's really.
Yeah, it's ankle deep, so. Yeah.
You know, he's just gonna hang out. He can. I'll just ask him. Jimmy, let me know if you hear or see anything.
Sorry,
Do they send,
I'm trying to.
when we can communicate. What?
How, oh, we must be delayed like a millisecond. I don't know. I'm trying to look it up on D&D Beyond, but I keep spelling it wrong.
Homunculus.
We
If you go
cannot
to my
speak through them.
extras on my character, I added the homunculus there.
I did as well.
Oh, it's with a U. Homunculus.
Homunculus, yes. Yeah, sorry, I should have. I sort of overemphasized that U into an O, didn't I?
That's why I spell it. And also I was typing homo over and over.
But it understands our languages, and it says while they can communicate telepathically, which to me means it can't speak, but it communicates telepathically. So I don't.
Correct. It doesn't have any languages.
Usually, do what?
It doesn't have any languages, but just understands its creator, regardless.
Right. However, we can communicate telepathically. Usually, when something is empathetic only, it's
I agree.
specified.
No, totally agree.
So I'm assuming that it can say, "Hey, I see this," mentally.
Yeah.
To the one. Okay.
Now, is ours homunculus or homunculus servant?
He said homunculus.
Yeah. Not the servant.
I added all three of Misk, Pet, and Summoned because I didn't know at the time, and I just said, "Fuck it."
So, off the top of my head, I don't know what the difference is without looking it up.
I would assume it's not Summoned.
It's not, because it was very specific in saying just plain old homunculus. So
right. So and Misk is just Misk. So I would assume it's, if anything, it's a pet. It's my guess. I don't know.
Yeah. I really don't care. It's fine, unless there's a distinction that you guys need, one way or the other.
I really don't think
Yeah.
it matters.
Yeah. So cool. So we have.
I mean, you can even add it as a beast companion. So
I don't.
Those are classifications.
Do not mind. You guys showing? What are you guys showing over there? What's
I named mine Spider Bro.
Oh, it's fixing to get smashed. Unfortunate. I'm just kidding. So where do you put him? You send him up into this. Oh shit! I guess I need to. Oh, I should have had foresight here. Hang on.
Made tokens.
I didn't make tokens.
I mean, if you just want to use our player character token until
That's
we
fine.
get through this to the next session or whatever, we know where our players are.
In fact,
so you can just mark hers and mine.
That is actually what we'll probably have to do anyways, because.
Control.
Yeah.
So I mean, it doesn't.
Because you guys don't even see what Lulu sees, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what we'll do. Control C. What do they have? They don't have any
Dark
kind of
vision.
vision.
Mine
They have
says
dark
dark
vision.
vision 60 foot.
Oh, well that's good. Okay, good. Perfect. So who has dark vision here besides, is it just Yastri? Or you have 120, don't you? But that's fine. We'll just do that. Boink.
We
All right.
all have, Greybeard does because of the goggles.
Yep.
We all have dark vision.
Oh.
She has
Hell yeah.
the most dark vision,
I
but
just have supervision.
he has,
Yeah, we don't want to use your token. I was just trying to pick a token here. So what I'm going to do is tint this token here. So we don't get it confused.
Oh shit.
I assumed you were putting it up here somewhere, right? I don't know. You have to tell me where. And I have to rearrange some of these things too. So hang on.
That doesn't look happy.
Yeah, I mean, like somewhere like this would basically give us,
What about in the corner up there? Yeah. So we can see into the room.
Yeah.
that would let your little dude see in there.
And I know you probably saw a lot of things. Half of those things are not there anymore. I just hadn't cleaned them up yet.
It's all good. I don't know anything about it.
Okay.
See all the deads, you guys.
The deadzis. Okay. Yeah. So your homunculus spider up there. You can creep closer if you want. You'll need to roll me a stealth. Not for what you see, but for other things. I wouldn't imagine that the specters or
So with
ghosts would care too much about a spider.
Stealth for my.
I don't think it uses yours. I would say it uses its own.
So
Yep.
it's Dex. So it's +2. It's Dex plus what?
And
So here's the first thing you need.
and Amy and Chad, if you're staying in the mist on the floor, I would give you advantage.
Yeah, mine's a spider. I'd be.
Yeah. So
If it has proficiency, it's either above or below the stat line. So he doesn't have proficiency. Oh,
yeah,
that's what I was
it's not in his little blocky there.
thinking. You're rolling advantage plus 2.
Yeah.
And I would assume that her elven advantage wouldn't really come to play with her homunculi.
Unfortunate.
Okay.
But
8.
does no survival talent?
That was really
18.
cute. You guys rolled and you both leaned in at the same time. You're like, what?
My dice were rolling literally all over the place. And that's weird.
So you said 18? Excellent. All right. Good stuff. Are you going to move closer?
Maybe a little, but.
Okay. And while you're doing this, the rest of the party has tucked themselves into the room and closed the door, right?
Yep. And remember, mine's in this room.
And yours is, can you ping for me again so I can see it? Okay, right out there. All right, so what I'll do is...
I mean, I guess there's no reason for him to be that close. He might as well be in this corner.
Sure. All right, so you should have... Oh, that's Lulu. Come back, Lulu.
No, Lulu, no.
I'm just gonna go check out the... Oh, wow, it keeps pacing Lulu. We have a problem here. Let's see.
I think you're copying her instead of me. I got put on the bottom side.
There we go. Yeah, you look very similar. There we go.
Yeah, our color scheme's similar.
Cool. And I have you guys zoomed like astral plane distance. Cool. All right, yeah. So you guys have started your short rest in there, reading the book, and I'll come back to you once Yastri is finished scouting with her homunculus. So you're gonna move any closer or stay right there, and that's it?
Yeah, I'll kind of just like creep around the corner there.
Like this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, oh, that's funny. I can't even share vision with that. Oh, there it goes. What you see are like specters floating in there. They look a little different than the ghost that was speaking with Xenolor. It's obviously people that were Hell Riders at some point. But they don't have that form to them that the Hell Rider that was talking to Xenolor had. They look much more sinister. Their feet are gone and they're floating off of the ground. And they're just billowing and fading in and out with this ethereal presence. They look angry and confused over and over.
Are they like? You said they're floating, but are they like pacing, moving, or are they just kind of like?
Yeah, like just in small variations within maybe like 5 feet, 10 feet around from where they are. They don't seem to be looking for anything. More so, they look like they're bound in that place. Like they'll start to move in a direction and they'll like get pulled back, or they'll start to do something and then they'll freeze up again and get a stoic face.
Okay. So I'll try to go to that corner right as the wall goes north and see if I can see that room. Is the door open or closed?
The door's closed.
Crawl under it.
keep in mind these are like Chihuahua size, so you're a big spider.
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
A teacup?
I mean, he might let you get away with a light little teacup.
If you had a gaseous form potion on you, yes, you can go underneath that door. Otherwise, you will need to be a vampire or something else that I can't think of off the top of my head.
A mage.
A mage, yes, a mage. A magician. Or what?
Or the potion I have with me.
Or the potion you have with it. Or the Wonder Twins. Maybe the Wonder Twins. Form of paper, pen.
Flying through the air and then just go.
I'll be a paperclip to weight it down on one end. Okay.
Clippy.
Clippy, yes, Clippy. So, Yastri, is your homunculus gonna sit right there? Is that its point of reconnaissance, I guess you would say, or reconnaitoring?
I'll probably sit there for a minute and then probably go between there and like up so I can see kind of in that other room and that northern room or that northern hallway back towards the door.
So like here?
Probably a smidge further.
Into the room here?
Yeah, like, yeah.
Or
So I can see that, yeah, like that.
oh, you want a
exactly like that.
trifecta? You want a trifecta? All right.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I guess.
this one.
The light. Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Other than I'm right in the light, yeah.
Oh, you're in the mist. You don't have to worry about that.
Okay, then yeah, I'm good.
You're in the mist. All right. So, my friends, homunculus spider sitting away, watching. How should we do this? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Here's the way to do this. Okay. Pop open the journal. Who's reading?
So
Or
I
you
was
spread them
gonna
out.
ask- Huh?
There's 8 journals.
Yeah.
Right. Well, so what I was gonna. So yeah, I was gonna say, can we
Yeah.
spread it out?
Yeah, sure. I will. If you guys spread it out, I will cut the time in half. So you'll miss out on a short rest.
I'll pull them all out and I'll open and look at that first page. Is it the same on all of them? It just said like Atlantis on the first page.
Yeah.
No numbers, dates on the first page.
There's no dates, but that was probably because it doesn't know. Numbers, yeah. What we'll definitely say there's numbers. On the front cover of each one of these leather-bound journals, they'll have a number, 1 through 8 so far.
I will start with the first 2, I guess.
Zenilor, Famir, Greybeard, Yastri, you guys all taking?
Yes.
Yep.
And
As long as it
that'll
won't
cover it.
interfere with my spider telepathicness, then no, I'm good.
No, it won't. But I'm definitely not gonna tell you anything that happens with the spider up there. Just kidding. It doesn't matter. Cool. So, you guys crack open the journals, begin reading them. Lulu just kind of flying around the edge of the room. 5 minutes go by, 10 minutes go by. You don't hear anything, you don't see anything yet. Yastri and Zenilor Homunculus. What you're getting, I'm going to tell you like things collectively as time goes by since you're all reading this together. Because obviously I don't have eight journals worth of information here. But I'll tell you collectively what you gather. over the first 5 to 10 minutes, it seems like what you're reading is that Olanthus I was waiting. I was waiting.
I forgot that it's a pack. These were a pack of types of pages, so I no longer have the little session pages.
Oh, he just ran out of session pages. I ran out of
Oh.
I have the little topper thingy.
You guys gotta get more now.
Got more.
I ordered some for her, so I guess I have to order.
last one.
I don't have that anymore.
My last session
Ugh.
page was June.
We need 50 more. 50 more to finish all this, probably.
My last one was in June.
Wow.
That's how many notes I take.
It's a lot of
Detailed
notes.
I'm weird.
No, it's good. It's good to have. Okay. The gist you guys get, reading over these for the first 5 to 10 minutes, is that Olanthus seemingly has never recovered from Zariel's capitulation or surrendering to Asmodeus and the subsequent transformation into like this devilish form from her angelic form. And you reading his text and what he's saying, seems like he blames himself for not seeing these like warning signs of Zariel's fall from early on, her single-minded determination to slay demons at all costs. And you guys already knew about this virtually one-way trip, suicide mission that she had planned for the Hell Riders. Another 10, 15 minutes go by. You guys gather some more information, reading here. No, the door has not moved. The specters have moved around a little bit, but not in any important determination. You guys already knew this, but the next bit of information you gather is that Olanthus obviously took his own life rather than face what he thought would be damnation, and unfortunately was transformed into this some sort of undead monster by Zariel and bound to her servitude. Another 5-10 minutes goes by. Yasri, your homoculi hears that door open, that secret door, as it swings. The third bit of information. Do I need to slow down? I see you guys both furiously writing, so.
I'm good.
Okay.
I write fast.
Chad disagrees.
Well, Chad's catching up from the very start.
Oh gosh. Third note.
Things.
Olanthus seems to go into detail describing Haruman, his one time, I guess, comrade in arms, as a heartless man with no compassion. And now he's a devil, bent on punishing anyone who stands in Zariel's way. You all think collectively, we may have dodged the bullet there. Your homoculi sees, yeah, I guess more so hears those footsteps. Clonk, 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 coming out of that room. You guys only have 20 more minutes, and you get the rest of this information.
So, if that's what she hears, do you relay that to us?
Yeah. I tell him that he was in the room and is now out, don't know which way he's going, but he's out of the room.
What are those things doing?
They're just hovering.
They're hovering.
Moving around.
Is so. Her homunculus hears this but doesn't see him yet.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
No change in behavior on the thingies.
Not the wraiths. Nope. Or not the wraiths. The not the specters over there.
Spectre.
Yeah.
Please, no more.
I don't want to lead you guys astray. it's...
Specters are bad enough.
Yeah.
Wraiths are strange. Specters are whale. Oh. Anyways.
Specters
Or
are
could be
what?
banshees.
Yeah.
Banshee, yeah.
Better than banshees.
That's right. Specters and banshees are regardless.
A lot of things are better than banshees. Most things.
I guess tell them to let us know if he leaves the room and if they come with him.
Yep.
Furiously read for a minute there.
Okay. Yeah. You guys are trying to do crunch time. Okay.
Yep.
I'll probably move the spider to the edge there.
Southeast
Yeah,
edge.
to be able to see in a little bit better. Yeah.
All right. Right on. As your friends. Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. As you and your friends furiously put the nose to the page, pick up your pens and you gather knowledge. Over the next 5 to 10 minutes, you all gather that Olanthus speaks well of this general named Yael. Or Yale. Yael. Yale. That's what we'll say. He brings it up a lot in his writings as you've gone through so far. He clearly respects them and clearly adores them. In one of his journals, roll D4 here. And 1, 2. The journal that Vamir has, Olanthus hints that he knows where Yale hid the sword of Zariel.
Oh, I was gonna say that name sounds familiar. Did we already know that name?
You may have heard it in passing, but not its significance.
Okay.
Olanthus hints that he knows where Yale hid the sword of Zariel, but he doesn't seem to note the location. And in that time, Yastri Samaculi sees Olanthus walk into vision and start to trod that way up the hallway. These specters line up like soldiers, doosh, 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 one by one, in cadence behind him. Olanthus, let's find a picture of Olanthus to share with the party.
I would tell them that.
Of course.
And then I would probably back my spider up to about where the stairwell is to see if he goes north or wants to come back down.
Say that again about your spider?
I'd move her back
Uh-huh.
Towards that first set of stairs that comes back down to the pool room
Okay.
to see if Olanthus goes north or wants to come back down this way.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay. I'm going to get a picture for you guys. So hang on while I find that. Avernus characters. Olanthus. It looks like we're using Discord because my Foundry did not update, so I'm gonna throw it over into my handouts here. You see a
Oh,
fiery being, seemingly melded with the armor that he probably was once radiant and metal, now more intertwined with his being.
Yes, dear.
She's laughing because it looks like Shakespeare, probably.
Last,
that's what I'm laughing at, but we're not gonna go there.
I knew him well.
Please tell me. Oh, I'm kind of surprised. I very much figured it was. Oh, damn it. What's his name? Lich King 2.0.
Oh yeah, Arthas.
No, 2.0.
Oh.
Before.
He's
The guy that got his ass kicked.
You
Rip.
what?
Rip.
He got his ass kicked. Avernus kicked his ass.
Oh, is that a new thing?
Yep.
Gotcha. I was like, I don't remember that. Okay. It's special. Is that his rib cage or is that the armor?
It is melded together. Yeah. What was once probably nice shining armor is now melded into this unholy form. You see the embers burning within him, the flames billowing up around his head. And laughter coming from Yostri as she sees him walk around the corner.
Laughing as he's pulling the skull.
I'll tell you later.
Aw, not fun.
I'll tell you after game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. What's the big square for? Do I need to be concerned about that? Is that something I need to be thinking about, or was that a mistake? No. Okay.
What?
Not in the pool.
That's a
room.
big square. Bobby, what have you been doing?
I'll leave it for now. I won't concern myself with it. So my friends, what do? You're probably gonna wait, right? You're gonna try.
World of Fireball.
Throw the whole necklace of fireballs out. I think Yostri has that one.
Certainly.
Okay.
Yeah, even though I caught dibs.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah. Sometimes you lose, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. So, what's the plan, my friends? Gonna try to cram out another the last 5 to 15 minutes there while seeing where Olanthus goes.
I'll just tell her to tell us: does he go north, and do the wraiths follow him?
Okay. I guess you're probably not going to not do that, Yostri. So, the Olanthus walks around the corner. The wraiths, goddamn it, might as well change them to wraiths now. The specters follow him, and he starts making his way south.
They do follow him?
Yes.
Well, do we keep reading, or do we go out and get ready?
I close the books that I have and hand them off to someone as I stand up.
I furiously keep reading.
Okay, furiously keep reading.
Yeah, I mean, I guess in the moment, I will as well, especially if he's going to stand up. Vami, are you going on out, or are you just getting ready?
I'm going to wait here as long as he keeps coming this way.
I will at least keep reading. I don't know if I'm going to get 1 minute or 5 minutes, but I'll keep reading until we know whether or not he's coming into this room or going the other direction.
Yeah, I'm gonna send my homunculus down
Aye.
to this hallway down on the south, and just let it sit at the edge. Yeah. To
There?
See if he's probably over a little to see if he's gonna come down or go that way.
There?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You guys furiously begin reading, even closer to the page. Pull out your spectacles. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to tell you what you learn, and then I'm gonna move Olanthus. It's very clear, going through the last bit of the journals amongst you guys, that Olanthus mourns the death of all his fallen warriors, companions, brothers, sisters. And it wounds him so deep that he is powerless, or feels powerless, to save them. In that time, Yastri is giving you a heads up as Olanthus moves south and begins to make his way down the hallway where the homunculi is, to the right.
Are we waiting to see if he comes in, or are we going on out?
Yeah, homunculus moves back. Yeah.
We may want to start running the other way.
Running.
Just and leave.
At this point that he's gone there, I'll say, well, shall we just go to the far side of the room so we have options? And wait?
Can't move myself to the door.
Because it's locked, and because I'm not letting you leave. Just kidding. Xenolor, and your Xenolor, Vamir, Greybeard. Actually, we'll get Yastri in on this too, because Drow have somewhat similarity with this. And your panic. Everyone roll me an Arcana check. And if anyone has a religion that's higher, take that.
Yeah, do this time.
Okay.
9.
9.
Don't,
9.
don't suck, magic die.
9 and a 9. Give me another 9.
Terrible.
If we get another 9. No?
Terrible.
Changing our name.
Fucking 14.
14. What else?
My dice suck.
We're going to do the dirty 9.
Yeah.
I had a bad roll.
Can't be the mighty
Same
9.
as my
It's already
roll.
taken.
The muddy 9. That's a terrible roll, but at least it's an 18.
Okay. Okay. Greybeard. And what'd you get, Xenolor?
14.
14. Okay. Greybeard. Everybody's panicking, like, what do we do? And you're like, all right, we're going to get GTFO. You go run up and you put your hand on the secret door to open it. And you get the sense and familiarity that this room has been shielded from undead. And it all clicks in on you. No wonder they've been bound for so long. They don't even know this room exists. They can't see this room. They can't feel this room. They can't sense this room. It's right there next to them, but they can't get in and unbind themselves.
So I'll let everyone know. They can't see us in here. No wonder they couldn't come in here and destroy their papers.
And I guess that applies to him as well, given that he's...
As he is undead as well.
I still, we must speak with him. We've, unless the last 5 pages have
That's all
the
of it.
location of the sewer.
You guys finished the books. You went through the
Oh, we
whole,
finished
you
the
finished the
journals?
journals.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah,
Can you message him?
we've learned much. Technically, yes.
Hello? Hello?
Technically, yes.
Where is the soul?
Now, you absolutely can message him. I will say again, as I've said many times, you may be wiretapped.
Yep.
I'm gonna go pee real quick while you guys think about this moment in time.
Yep.
I'm gonna get another beer. You want one?
Sure.
Yes. Preference on type?
Not
Not on.
The liquid kind.
Give me one of the short cans from the. Well, it's good to know that we have something of a refuge at the moment, but we must speak to him. Now we can wait and see if these creatures with him leave off, and perhaps as they've now, if he presumably goes around, then we could perhaps go out front and hope that he leaves these creatures behind and we could speak with him there. Alternatively, now that they're down here, if they go to that side, we could try to deal with these names. If he truly cares for them, surely that would ingratiate him to us, don't you think?
Do we know the names? I thought we fireball Earth.
He said the ghost told me that the paper wasn't all of it.
Yeah.
And he said something about, I asked him if we needed to destroy the
Right.
rocks.
I got you. Yeah.
And he said something about the names. So if we can somehow destroy those rocks, or I don't fucking know, I've got like a fucking pickaxe. I don't know how hot fireball gets. Maybe it'll melt it. But if perhaps I'd say we either go out front and see if he leaves the wraiths behind and leaves soon, or go to that room, whatever, the undead thing.
Bloody Bros.
Or we go up behind him to that
Bloody
room
Bros.
and see if we can deal with those. Because that might take care of the beings all on its own. What do you think?
I thought we burned all the scrolls already.
We burnt the scrolls, but
Right.
the thing that the spirit told me that wasn't all.
The platform, the things that zap the hell out of you.
Yeah.
What did you say?
The things that zap the hell out of you.
Yes. Well, I wouldn't exactly plan on touching them. We can go try to deal with that and see if that lives pretty slow. We might be able to find some way to deal with that before he gets back around. We can leave Spider Bro at the front door just in case, and try to take care of those. Or like I said, we can go on out front and just wait and see. What do you think? Open to alternatives, but my 2 ideas.
I think we let him go by, and then we try to go up and see what we can do about him.
To the names.
Yeah, to the steels in the north
Yes,
room.
that's what I mean. Let him go to the next, and then we'll see if we can come up behind him.
Yeah, and if he does come up, we can always tell him we know how to help these people. If he truly does not.
Oh, I plan on bargaining first, for sure. But I do. Talk and I know things.
So, Did you take her notes? Did you take her notes?
I was gonna try. I assumed that she had like the things that we learned from reading. And I know they're in there somewhere, but you also have all sorts of other.
Give me a second.
No, that answers that question.
No, it doesn't. You guys hear as Olanthus stops in the middle of the room, and you see this like flaming visage kind of like look left and right, and the flames. And he holds his hand up and kind of just waves it up, and all of the specters just kind of disperse as they fade off into the various walls around you.
Thriller.
Yeah, and he starts to do the thriller. No, but you hear a muffled version of.
Before you finish that statement, did we complete a short rest or did we complete the books?
You completed the books. Not a short rest. You doubled up, everybody read, and it was 30 minutes instead of an hour.
I was just making sure timing.
Cool. In fact,
you were clicking off some longer times than that, and I was just wondering.
oh, I make up for lost time down there, so.
It, however, only takes me 10 minutes to give everyone 10 HP.
Yeah, you would have had time to give temp HP between the time you finished reading and the time Olanthus got here. Absolutely.
Beautiful.
So
Thank
let's
you.
see who needs it. 73.
Vamir.
I need it.
Greybeard maybe got a chunk out of his. I don't recall.
Are we at 15 or 16?
16 now.
All right, 16 for Vamir.
Double plus 5.
Greybeard is Gucci. Yastri is Gucci.
I wish you could code that.
Yeah, me too. And Gucci. All right, yeah. So everybody's got it. Everybody's got it. And Lulu, she'll have it. Actually, let me try this again. There's been a few updates since then. Let me see if I can punch in 46. Or 50. We're just gonna keep her at 50, since she always gets temp HP. There. Cool. Done. Yeah. And I forgot what I was doing now. Oh yeah, Olanthus.
Yeah, sorry.
You hear a muffled version of Olanthus as he dismisses his specter bros into the walls around him, waving his hand about.
I know you're here somewhere. Where are you?
RTX or whatever
Is it really bad?
you all over.
Is it really bad?
Well, it's just no, what are?
Oh, I don't have RTX on.
You're here somewhere. Where are you?
Yeah, that's what I said.
I got the message. I'm just telling you that
Yeah.
because of the effect, the RTX or the crisp or whomever is chopping you off. No idea.
Yeah, I got none of that.
I think I have to talk really slow.
So I know you're here somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, click something right
Send him
quick.
a message. You're not wrong.
Right.
We're here.
We just left.
Right.
We're gone.
Uncertain to believe.
Yep.
I mean, there's no reason why you can't send him a message, right?
Well, hold time out. Magical silence. This room, whatever effect is on it, does not count as magical silence.
It
right?
does not.
Okay. Yeah, should be good on the materials. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I will, I'll point outside the door to the general vicinity that I know of him from the homunculus.
Yeah,
Uh,
you can triangulate.
You know we're here. We want to talk. Can we talk?
Do you want me to just use my regular voice since it was hard to hear?
Have fun with it if you want, but I just wanted you to know that the effect is clipping.
Okay. It doesn't clip on my end, so I can't hear it.
Yeah. Rock on. Do your thing.
So you
Thank
said, you want to talk.
Yep.
And so he will respond.
Show yourself, and we can talk.
I suggest we stack the journals in a corner that's not visible when we open the door and leave.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I was just gonna. And then
Or,
we'll
yeah.
put them back if we want.
Put them in a pocket dimension. We can put them in a bag of holding or something, but just hidden.
That's what her hand will do. Since it's a
I can hoover with my hand.
bag of handing.
We throw the books at her and they just disappear in the hand. Foop, foop, foop.
Quickly blocks it and just like accidentally sucks him at the same time.
Oh!
I send another message and say,
I wonder if you can catch an arrow that way.
what?
I said, I wonder if she can catch an arrow that way.
Into the glove.
Into
Yeah.
the glove. Maybe she takes some levels in monk. Yeah, sure.
We'll practice that in our spare time. Not yet. Yeah, I like that.
I just pop him another message and I say, I think we may have similar desires and goals. We will come out and speak with you.
Do you have my possessions?
I don't.
And so it's a telepathic communication. I don't know if he's responding with that or if he's just rah, 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 rah.
He was responding with that. And a little bit of the rah rah rah. He was responding and a little bit of the rah rah rah.
Wow. Technically nobody else is hearing this.
Yeah. Everybody else can hear. He literally is just saying out loud what he's saying to you in your head. So he's just you're sending him a message and you're just saying it out loud.
Okay, never mind. I just sent him a message. Well, we found some writings. I presume they're yours, yes?
Yes. My documents.
I respond back, we have them, they're safe.
We shall talk. Do not harm them.
I respond back,
Oops.
certainly not. I just keep them in there.
Just keep him in there.
And for the time being, I don't plan on like, here you
Yeah.
go. That's
Yeah, so I can go. Nah.
Yeah.
right. Books.
He can't get him until he kills you. So.
My hand off.
We haven't.
Alright.
I don't know.
We haven't gotten to that yet, so I don't know.
No. No, we haven't.
Alright, so, I tell the group, well, shall we?
Nodders. Everybody nodders.
I guess we have to at this point.
I grab Vomir as we're about to step out the door. I presume he and I will be going first. We'll do this the hard way if we have to. Give me a moment if you can.
Yoink! You step out. Atlantis kind of dish, dish, dish. Steps a few feet away from you.
How tall is he?
He's probably like 8 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, I can move out now.
One of those.
I was thinking at least like 10, 12, so yeah.
No,
it's
no, no.
Not so bad.
He's still moving. He's not 10 foot tall.
Okay, fair, yeah. I didn't.
You had a whole dissertation on that while you were finishing up with Zoe.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I step out, I make sure there's enough room behind me for the rest. I telepathically send my homunculi to watch the next room.
Over there? To the left?
Yeah.
Okay.
To the left, to the left.
To the left, to the left. And Yastra, where do you want to put yours? Anywhere?
Yeah, I'll put mine up in the hallway. Up to look in there. Yeah.
Done.
Perfect.
Fucking scouting everybody.
That's pretty wild that he grew that much. Or maybe he was just about
It's the undead powers, I suppose.
Cereal
Bonding with the metal.
grew into the armor. It didn't
Yeah.
meld into him. He just
It was but a wee little man inside this enormous armor.
It was 2 people stepped on top
Oh.
of each other.
Shh.
like he's
Don't-
a kobold.
Don't let him hear you say that. Don't let him hear you say that.
I didn't say it out loud.
No, it doesn't sound like Jasper.
No, it doesn't.
You see,
That's my next word.
he kind of squares up in front of you. It's like, and you see him kind of reach back and he pulls out this flaming sword and kind of sets it into his waist there, holding it, bearing the weight of it. And he looks at you with the other hand and he holds his other hand out. My possessions.
Can we talk first?
And he kind of holds up his sword and he's like, puts it over his shoulder. He doesn't say anything.
I don't understand.
He's ready to swing you.
He's. That's what I'm trying to ascertain. Was he brandishing it at me?
Yeah,
or was
no,
he-
like he just holds it up like over his shoulder, like he had it casually at his waist, and he takes it and just kind of puts it on his shoulder. You're like, can we talk first? And he just kind of like clunks it up over his shoulder, like he's ready to swing it.
What I'm trying to ascertain is this or is this resting?
No, resting. I would have swung at you and hit you.
He's
That's
just
why
prepared.
I
Yeah.
didn't know if he was threatening me with it
Yeah.
or if he had it relaxed.
And my
Both.
commander badge is on my chest, by the way.
Your what is on your chest?
The badge.
Cool, cool. Okay.
I mean, we were all wearing them.
Yeah.
So. Listen, we have. I presume everyone's come out by now. For what it's worth. I'm just. They're not technically on the map, but I'm assuming in the time that it's taken me to step out and say that, they've stepped out.
Graybeard and Yashri, did you move?
I would have.
And Graybeard? I'll move you out.
Yep, because
Okay.
I'm having issues.
I'll put you behind the urns, which is the most scaredy cat place.
Listen, we. You're not a fan of your old comrade's current occupation and actions, right?
Harriman, you mean?
Well, him and your boss, your lady.
And he kind of like sniffs when you say that.
No, I do not like that predicament at all.
Well, listen, we have some history with your organization, and I point at the badge. We are here because, as I'm sure you are aware, Elturel is here.
Elturel is here.
He and Krieg
Olanthus takes a couple steps forward, but you see the fire dim around his head and his eyes as you're saying this to him.
We're here to free it and save the folk that are left. And our only lead to this point is finding the location of the lady's weapon. And I don't know if you're aware of how these creatures here are bound, but, well, to be frank, we've already begun the process of undoing such graceful acts.
You are looking for this sword.
Aye.
Oh, my men. So weary here. You must help us.
Gladly. That's what we were planning to do next.
You see him, he takes another step forward. And he reaches his arm out. And he's like, right in front of you. And he reaches his arm out and touches... Ooh, look at this. He touches the Hellrider's badge on your chest. Thank you.
You are real.
Aye.
How
helped.
did you come about this honor?
This way.
Honor. And he's still like got his finger rested against your Hellrider badge, and you can feel your whole body kind of like move back as he just barely touches the Hellrider badge. Yeah.
Push him back up.
We received it after saving what's-his-face, right? That was why Creed gave it to us. Well, give or take.
Yeah.
Saved the,
Give or take.
well, returned his body.
Yeah.
We found a fallen Hellrider, and we returned his body to your people. We were given honorary status for our deeds. And we were in the area when the town fell, and we, well, frankly, for madness or some such nonsense, got ourselves sent here to try and help them.
You sound as blessed as me and as cursed.
Feels that way at times.
My men, release them. Then I have but one more task, and we will find this sword.
Name it.
You must seek out a demon lord, Costage.
Cross
Ye-
stitch?
Yes. Cross stitch. The demon lord of cross stitching. All the grandmas that they serve them. For those who don't know.
That's why they all do it.
It's Costage, like Kosth or TCHITCHI. It's stupid. Don't worry about it.
I double S double I.
Yeah.
Come back.
This demon lord is imprisoned in Avernus, as are we.
same way, you mean?
Similar, I suppose. Zariel stole his hammer, his weapon. If freed, the Demon Lord is sure to want his weapon and power back, which would create enough diversion from Zariel, for her eyes are many.
What?
Eyes are many.
I think she's a little bit distracted currently. There's a fellow named Shumroth that we were able to free so that he could perform a similar action.
This, so you remember, that was against Bale, which was she had already fucking obliterated and moved past.
Well, he's still in her organization, right? I thought he was labeled as like a lieutenant of her, another lieutenant.
He hates her. He's under her.
Well, regardless, this I'm not saying.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say we already did your job. I'm just telling him we've already created some chaos and diversion.
This could only help, but is not enough.
Do you know where this Kostich?
Yes, cross-stitch.
Do you know where they're imprisoned?
Yeah, and he'll point it on your map.
We have a map.
Let me see if I can find it on the map. Oh, do I not have it on the map? Oh, I do have it on the map. Okay, excellent. Yeah, you pull out the map.
Here.
And he illuminates that for you. Top right, my friends. And you'll see that fucking butchering of a name there.
Which is
Oh,
near the mirror, maybe?
Yep. Up there by the mirror.
My comrades, you must save now, or I'll purge you myself.
That was the plan.
He takes 5-foot step back. Sheathes a sword on his back. Just kind of holds his hand out. Flames alight around his arm as he holds it out for you guys to lead the way.
I will lead the way and recall the homunculi to sort of follow us.
Yeah. We're just gonna leave your forms where they are for now. Anybody do anything tricky, spectacular, or
For the record, do I have a read on him?
you know what to do. Roll me that insight. And everybody can hear him. He was the only one talking, but anybody could respond. So, does anybody else that wants to?
16. Mediocre.
Can you give him his books back?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Do I?
Sean should give him his book back.
I'm sorry, man. I cranked you up. I'm still having trouble hearing you.
To give him his books back.
Oh, right. You want those, books?
Documents.
Right, yes.
I pretend to pull them out of like a bag.
Okay. As you're doing so, both Greybeard and Zenilor, he seems sincere in the fact that he is like teetering on. He definitely wants your help, and he believes that you guys will help him and his men more so than himself. But also, he will just flat out obliterate you at a moment's hesitation. And you yoink out his papers, his journal, his diary. Hand it over. He kind of reaches out and he's like, "Thank you." And you see his flames kind of like die down around him as he takes these the journals, obviously his diaries, and he holds them in both hands as he his documents as he walks behind you guys.
Papers, please.
Papers, please. No. No. All right, we're gonna do this. Wee. I have to actually follow the paths too, for the most part. And Lulu doesn't have to, and Atlantis doesn't have to. Okay.
So I've been thinking about this. I mean, I could alternate hot and cold cantrips, fire and ice, to try to crack these memorials.
So, as we walk up there, are you? What time out? For a verbal and somatic only, no materials. Is that something I can cast as we walk?
Sure.
Ritual cast.
Yeah, sure.
So I'll begin working on detect magic as we go up and finish it when we get there.
Sure. That's fine.
So.
Yeah, so you're still getting that reading of that necromantic emanations, but it is not near as powerful as before.
Okay.
But you feel the power coming directly from the names etched in the stones.
And before it was more like the stones itself or something?
It was the names as well, but it much more abrasive.
Mm-hmm. Well, I tell you what, there's 4 of us and 4 stones. Do you want to see if you can blast it? Feel free to shoot one. I don't know that it will do anything.
If anything, I'll take my hammer out.
Well, let's avoid touching it.
Three-point hammer.
I've been a dwarf this whole time.
Wouldn't touch it.
Your hammer is still you touching it. You're choosing an appendage.
Fine, I will try to shoot it.
A bolt is not connected.
It's not gonna do anything.
You know, I've seen.
You shoot it and it just kind of donks off.
Yeah.
I didn't really expect much.
I thought you were going to help, not annoy me.
Oh, we're trying to figure out the right method here.
We
Vanya,
could
do
do
you like
both.
laugh?
Yeah.
Do I?
He goes, "We can do both."
Like a dagger.
I shake my head. And I ask Vamir to see if his force damage is effective with yield blast.
Haven't gotten explosive arrows yet. Only poison.
While we wait on that, I'm just going to go ahead and alternate Firebolt and Ray of Frost. Just alternate hot and cold on the
Yeah.
stones to see if I can.
Yeah, so you do that a few times. You could maybe get like 3 or 4 rotations of that, and it's not having any effect.
How far apart are the 2 of the things?
The stones? Oops, wrong thing. Don't. Disregard that. What? 10 feet? 15 feet?
So if I cast Shatter between them, it would hit both of them, correct?
Let me look here. If it's a 15, what is it, radius?
It's a 10-foot radius.
Yeah, that would hit both. That would hit both of those.
20
Yep,
foot.
10 foot radius sphere.
Would 10 foot get 3 of them or 2 of them?
Let's see. Let's find out. Hang on. 20 foot, you said, or
10 foot. 10 foot radius.
Are the squares on the grid squares the same as are the squares on the floor the same as the grid?
hold up. That's what you. That's 10 foot.
Okay.
Depending on where you put it. But because you can put it like in the fucking weird spots, you know. But yes, you can get 2 of them with Shatter. Go ahead.
Let's see. Rules is written. Square.
Mr. Vamir, are you doing Shatter?
Yes, at 3rd level.
At 3rd level. 10 foot radius sphere, constitution saving throw. Rocks can't do con save, so they take thunder damage or half as much damage. If the creature is made of inorganic materials, such stone, crystal, blah blah blah. Disadvantage. Non-magical objects do blah blah blah. Oh, so I just take a bunch of fucking thunder damage, right?
Yep.
All right. Roll me that damage. $21 damage. You see both of the stones kind of crack and fissure in different spots, but from the base all the way up, you can see like there's this standing and linked connection between the stone and all of the names still there before you. And you see like dust and stone around the names kind of fall down to the ground.
Okay, I am going.
It started to crack, correct?
I mean, so it looked like it fissured and cracked, and like even chunks fell out, but nothing around the names was touched, and it still has like its base going up to the names, but you see like little parts around the names and stuff that fell out.
I don't have dispel magic.
I'm not good in this situation.
They're not metal, are they?
No, they're stone.
Sorry, babe.
He's metal. He's full of metal.
We'll get.
I know you've been dying to use that spell since you first got it.
He used it like once.
We'll get there if we have to get there. Don't worry.
I'm pretty sure he's immune to fire though.
Well, probably. We've got options. Actually,
Vamir and Greybeard, roll me Arcana checks.
Vamir?
Actually, just Vamir. Roll me an Arcana check. Yeah, you're the one that cast the last spell.
I suck at Arcana.
Well, maybe you should stop casting spells and just use them for smites then.
No kidding. 20.
There you go. See, that's what we're looking for. All right. You get the feeling that this is not a problem that's going to be solved by magical means, and it's probably you just need to mark the names out in a physical manner.
Yeah, so about the time that he was trying to figure this out, I would have gone ahead and cast, animate objects on a bunch of silver coins.
Mm-hmm.
So I will do that, and I will send the coins. I have 10 of them? Yep, 10 of them.
The puppeteer.
I have 10 silver coins that I'm just gonna send over there to start, like, fucking attacking the name.
Sure, yeah, it works. Use silver coins, just battering this name. And you quickly get one name erased.
Does it appear? Does removing the names now appear to have any impact on my silver coins?
I mean, you're beating the shit of your silver coins against the stone, so you'll wear them out pretty quick. But you notice with your detect magic that aura, that necromantic emanations from that name is like ching broken as you destroyed the name.
Are they taking magical damage from attacking them?
No.
Okay. Well, I have a minute's worth of that, so 10 of them in a minute. I don't know how you want to do that.
You could probably get a minute's worth. You could probably get a whole in memoriam done. A couple hundred names or whatever.
The one to scouts, by the way.
Do what?
I should send over the one to scouts.
you,
As I moved away.
you have to roll a, what is it, charisma save? The easiest one for him to pass?
Chaw save?
I think it's Cha. Will you tell us?
Yeah, it's charisma.
Okay. We're basically looking for a knack. Ah, damn it.
Yeah. Yeah.
20.
Felt
Plus, you
like
did it while you were standing beside
No, I
me.
didn't. I moved away.
He moved away. He's over here.
You said you did it as you were moving away.
I made sure to move that way before I did it.
So I have vials of acid that we could try on these as well.
I wouldn't bother. So I. Gribbit, you wanted to just try the old-fashioned way. Or Vamir.
Sword and start edging out names.
You start.
Still low on health.
Mm-mm,
Okay.
he's not.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because you did your.
You juiced him up. Juiced him up.
I juiced him up. So, is there any reaction as soon as he?
No. There's no. He takes no necromantic damage as he starts etching away into these names, and he kind of. I guess I would assume Vamir would look back at you guys and be like, "Let's get to work," as he starts.
I've got 2 daggers. Just.
I've got some fucking. Actually, you know what I've got? Hold on. I've got some random, fun, mundane shit.
Hammer and
I
chisel.
have a sledgehammer.
All right. You tell me what you guys are doing, and I'll just be like, okay. So you just let me know.
I'm gonna take a sledgehammer and like a piton and just fucking annihilate shit.
All right. Sledgehammer, Peyton, and Yastru's taking double doogies.
That sounds like a great way to like bully a
Alright.
dagger, but
I've got like 5.
You're juggling him up in the air as you're attacking him. You make sure.
I'll use a standard dagger as well.
Cool. Taking dagger, just scraping away at these names. And Vamir, you're just going at it with your sword, probably, right?
Yep.
As you guys are hacking into these, you can see these names kind of like. You make a small little indentation into them with your weapon, and they kind of crack across. And at least Zinil or whoever has detect magic can feel that emanation kind of burst and float off into the nether. And you guys quickly make work of all these. And when you guys finish, you see all these ghosts are starting to appear around you guys. More than I can fit in this area. But I guess I'll copy paste a few. Huh?
because there's like a couple hundred.
Yeah, there's a couple hundred, but I'll paste like 20 or 30 in there to give you an idea of all the different ghosts that start appearing as you. And they're in like various forms. Like,
is there any differentiation between them?
yeah. I mean, they're all different people. They're all different people, men. They're all men and women that have been hell riders, you know, and they're all standing there. And as they appear, they're all like they look at Atlantis, but they're not in fear as they look at Atlantis. And you see each one as they appear, they kind of like take a knee, they give Atlantis a salute, and they start to fade away. Each one.
Do I ever see the one that I talked to?
Yeah, you can see him. Sure, no big deal. Yeah.
Can I try to catch him before he disappears?
You sure. You see him. He appears. He salutes Atlantis. He starts to fade away, but you can see him. He's like 15 feet away from you.
Friend.
Yes, friend.
Thank you for your assistance. What is your name?
Jephiam.
Jephiam.
Thank you, Jephiam. I will remember your help.
Thank you.
If we're successful, I'll ensure that your name is rumored somewhere.
Peace is enough.
As he fades away. And so this continues for several minutes, and Atlantis, you see him kind of walk back up to his room, He leaves the door open. He just kind of pushes in. You see him set his journals down in there and close the door behind him as he walks back in as all of his men are appearing and disappearing. And I'll slowly remove these guys. Atlantis.
Thank you.
Did you delete Vomir?
Yeah, we'll bring him back though. It's easy to bring Vomir back.
Vision went away.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
There you
Sorry, that was funny. It just went dark. All of a sudden, I was like, shit.
go. I can't see a damn thing.
I mean, I got dark vision, but, you know.
I got teleported to the material plane for a second. What
Is
happened?
out of here.
Ah. If only. That would be the worst.
Hey, on that note, hey, are you good till 11? You said, right? You're good till 11.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So we're getting a book tomorrow, everyone. A new book. So I don't know what it's gonna be, but
Booker D&D's making an announcement.
it's a book. It's a new book tomorrow. So
I know they teased something about further Ravenloft shenanigans today.
that would be shitty if it's just another Ravenloft like plus, and they're making it a whole new book thing, because it is a new book they've had.
God, 2.0.
Yeah, which they've already released. So I don't know why they would make it a thing.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, they teased something about Ravenloft, which I'm 99% sure was the area that Strahd happened in. So
It's
prequel, sequel.
it might just be a book of undead shenanigans.
Could be.
Yeah.
We're still in hell.
Still in hell. On that note, Atlantis.
My men, thank you for releasing them from torment.
Would have done it whether you asked or not.
What he said. It needed to be done.
Forgive me, but kindness is not something you run into here.
As we've noticed.
We've been told that already.
But, hellish down here, one could say.
Your goals are what?
Primary goal is freeing Elturel. But the only lead we have is that weapon. And Chad has slept way too many times to remember why it was important.
Take Ultra back to the prime material plane. It's on the questing page.
Well, yes, that is the goal.
And Lulu speaks up.
I mean, if maybe if Zariel's, if she's like Atlantis says, if she's got some good in her, maybe the sword will help bring it back. If it's a piece of her past or something, or at least maybe help me.
Atlantis, do you remember Lulu? She was apparently a companion of Zariel's, but she took a dip in the Styx.
A dip. Yes, I remember the mighty mammoth. That was by Zariel's side.
Told you, Lulu.
I don't feel that big. You mean I was real big and mean?
You were big
I point to the painting.
and loyal. but never mean. Never evil.
That's right on brand.
I don't know.
We were able to work with one of the hags to get some of her memories back. That's how we knew about the blade. But sounds like you two go back.
As far back as I can remember. But time is a fleeting thing here.
Well, let's see if we can make it less fleeting for those who are currently stuck hiding in High Hall.
Yes, you must do what you can.
Once we've hopefully been successful in freeing this cross-stitch,
Return to me here.
alright.
I will be awaiting you outside of the crypts.
Very well.
And then
Well,
I shall point you in the direction to find the sword.
we must face her, do you think? You could aid us.
You wish to face Ariel, do you mean?
Well, we have to confront her at some point. Presumably.
You wish me to battle my liege and captor?
Well, I'm hoping that if we have this blade, perhaps another old friend, in addition to Lulu, and her weapon might be another anchor point in persuading her to stop this.
Roll me persuasion with advantage for reading the journals. Because you know he has a spark of good in him.
God damn. I'm glad I had advantage. Because this die sucks.
Oh no. Oh no 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 no.
But regrettably, my total is 23.
23.
You hope to spark something good, Ariel. Yes.
She must care about Elturel. She must care about these Hellriders to have made this crypt. One of your spirits, Jephiah, said as much. I'm hoping we can, if nothing else, convince her that Elturel does not belong here.
And you can see him kind of like he's not necessarily grimacing, but you can see him like having an internal fight with something. And he kind of like turns around and he slams his fist into the wall. He's like, whoosh. He's like, I want to help, but the bounds. And you can slowly see like his fire turn like a light greeny blue. As opposed to orange, red, yeah, yellow.
Has it been orange-red this whole time?
Yeah, and he turns around at you and he's like,
I think I can help you. May the time come. But you must call upon me or I will not know.
I mean, I'd love to somehow redeem her, but first and foremost, we must get Eltrell out of here before anyone else passes. We left a small crew there with what hope we could. Try and save the poor citizen.
I doubt in my state I can fight Zariel due to the bounds. But I may be able to help in other manners. We shall see.
We fight when we must, but usually they give me a chance to talk to you first.
I see. Were you to steal anyone else's documents, I suggest you talk to them about it first. Next time.
That's totally fair. We didn't know where you might or might not be, but good feedback. Thank you.
He about faces and starts to walk back to his room.
Did that green and blue seem more menacing and evil? Or
Subdued.
more... Okay. That was more reduction.
Yep.
We shall return, Atlantis. Thank you.
I shall await your summons. Or my ladies.
As he walks away to his secret room. Slowly. Takes several minutes, because he's a very slow walker. As you guys watch him for a couple minutes.
Very
Then he closes the door.
well.
For some private time.
You guys didn't find the...
Time to get outside and make another roll.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Somebody else want to make the roll today?
I don't want to roll the D4. Or D4s.
I think it's a D8 though, right? Because you know where it is.
We know of it.
We know
right?
of it, but we've not been there.
That's a D8. Been there is a D10. A D8's a know of it, and D4's you have no idea.
Okay.
I can do him with those.
Tchotchke's mom.
Yeah, that cross stitches. Yeah.
I like
Cross it.
tchotchke.
Cross stitch and tchotchke are my favorite terms. Hey, I'm happy for someone else to roll the dice. But
Let's
I'm happy to do it.
I don't think Amy's done it yet. Have you?
I don't think she has.
All right, give us a roll there.
I'm gonna use my 2 metal ones. 3 and a 6.
Excellentia. Let's see. What do we want to do here? It is 10:45, so you guys can make it to Cross Stitch's Mall. However, do you guys want to crunch through as much as we can? You want to figure out a little bit more about what you see in here? Or you want to pause?
Maybe just give us the description and we'll see if anybody has questions and maybe
All right.
that'd be a good stop.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So you guys tear throughout Avernus. You do not cross the sticks, given the weirdness of Avernus. Let me activate this.
Exists.
Let me activate this here.
That was weird.
There we go. Look at that. There we go. You guys probably need to zoom way the F out.
Okay. That was big.
Oh. Look at me. I accidentally clicked on the Hell Wasp nest. Let me go to the correct notes here. Silly me. Oh, okay. There we go.
I have a feeling that's coming when we roll a doubles one day.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to get stabbed through the torso by a foot-long stinger.
I'll peel
You'll
back.
only live for a minute.
I'll peel back the curtain here a little bit. It is possible on a bad roll, but it was also directly connected to another path that you guys could have gone across. Which you guys didn't happen across that path, and you guys were on a different path. So, We may not run into it.
On the Harriman path.
It may or may not have been directly connected to the Harriman path. So you guys, Harriman, Huruman, Huzaman, Sauron. It's Saruman.
I have a family that lived in Harriman, so that's what, every time you say.
Oh yeah,
Harriman,
then it's definitely Harriman. We'll just say it like that because it's definitely where your family used to live. You guys pull up, Held Rider tearing through the terrain. You see, arriving at this location, a dark chasm gapes between crumbling volcanoes that spew lava and smoke into this hateful sky that you guys have been under for so long. The air trembles with the bellowing of some monstrous creature in the dark depths of this chasm. Chasm.
It's another mile-long chasm.
It is not a mile long, it is 500 feet deep.
Sarcasm.
Sarcasm. Yes. Now, I think I wrote on here to see 500 feet. Let me see if you guys can see that. You cannot, so let me reveal that to my friends here, so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
Where are we looking?
And
Right there.
I'm gonna draw you a little like a little entryway from further down yonder area, as well. There we go.
If we want to go down it, like the Grand Canyon.
We have to cross it, and then we can go down it.
You have to cross it and go down it without touching the bottom, because the bottom is lava.
Well, I can cross it. Don't know about you losers. Me and Lulu can.
You
Did
guys,
we ascertain whether or
Well,
not he could...
Yeah, she can fly too, so.
Is it
How
dark
far is
enough
it?
for you to fly?
it is not dark. You are outside.
It's always dark enough. She has darkness spell.
This is true.
Do what?
Since it's always dark enough, you have the darkness spell.
True. How far across is it?
Well, I mean, it varies. 35, 40, 35 to 40.
I can't read it from here, so.
It's about 35 to 40.
Across?
Yeah. Yep, give or take.
Did we determine whether or not he could carry someone whilst
I
flying?
cannot.
He cannot.
Unless they're small.
Yeah.
Not even at half speed?
It would be a hasteful descent. You could probably float downward and maybe not take damage, but definitely not fly around at any kind of you know what I mean.
I mean, we have options. I'm just trying
Yeah.
to figure out which ones require resources and which don't.
I have a fun idea.
I love fun ideas.
Chad will hate it, so it's.
Chad is not here. Xenolor is here. So.
Din will hate it.
There's a lot of similarities there.
That's funny.
I can teleport one person with me.
Pew pew.
Dimension door.
Well, I mean, there's polymorph, there's dimension door. I have fly for my weapon. We have options.
You guys hear bellowing from out the chasm here.
Free me! Bring me my hammer!
So, I understand that you know, as far as vision technically sorta kinda goes, there's weird 100 or 60 foot or whatever, but like, if it's light outside,
Yeah.
there's lava down there,
Yeah.
I should be able to see something. Is there
No,
a
because it's
building?
500 feet below you. The entry is way down low, so you could at most see just like a couple feet into the entryway there.
The entryway? What do you mean?
Cause like it goes down 500 feet, right? It's a huge chasm here, and then where I've
Yeah.
drawn that little square, the rectangle there, there's an entryway for like a cave.
Oh,
And that's where
I
it's-
thought you were identifying the path down.
No. And that's where you hear like this emanation of voice kind of echoing out. Sorry if I didn't say that. I may have not said it. Echoing out of that area.
Misunderstood. Okay.
Yeah, that makes more sense, doesn't it?
It tells me much more about options.
Yeah. Yeah, and the whole bottom there is fucking flowing lava. So you definitely don't want to go below that and touch.
Can I see
Mm-hmm.
where this cave is?
Yeah, you can see the entryway if you were to like go up around the edge there. Oh.
Yeah,
whoops.
I mean, I'm assuming we've
Yeah.
gone to the edge.
Yeah, I mean, you can totally see it. You just can't see really into it because it's so far down.
Not into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not asking to see
Yeah,
into it.
absolutely. You can see it. That's where the little rectangle is.
Okay. And I guess what I'm getting at is it... Can I tell rough proximity to the lava?
It's probably like 5-10 feet above the lava.
Okay.
That's real far down.
Yeah, it's all the way down. Yep.
Alright, Timber. See what you can see.
You're sending the homunculus down there? Alright. Alright, roll me stealth. Okay. And I'm gonna copy your guy here. I'll leave him up there. I'm gonna put your guy down here. I shouldn't update anything yet. Perfect, it didn't. Alright, we're doing an experiment here to see what we can do here. So let's see what this does. Alright, so experiment. Right click. Bear with me while I try to get this to work. I have a layer. Okay, here it is. Alright, here we go. Aha! It worked.
The fuck?
Okay, that worked. So I'm happy with that. All right, cool. Now, the chasm. The chasm. Looking in here, you see a large cave. You see various holes, like lava tubes and stuff all the way around it. You see this large ogre giant looking thing in the center, bound by chains. You hear him bellowing, the free me, bring me my hammer, over and over as you're just kind of hovering right there in the entryway.
Does he have like wings or anything, or is he just this big old fat dude?
Does he have a what?
Does he have like wings or anything? Is he just a big old fat
He's a big old fat dude. He is a big old fat dude. Like, essentially, I like the way you said that, because that's essentially what he is. Yeah. It's like a 10-foot deep, 80-foot diameter pool of black tar-like substance that cross-stitch is stuck in there, chained up.
Does it appear to be the same substance that's at the sides, or is it only in the circle?
Just in the circle. Just in the circle there in the middle. The rest is like lava-derived rock and remnant.
And does, as he's sort of peeking in there, does he see anything else? Any other creatures?
Roll me a perceptione from your boy, which is a 10 plus 0.
What?
The perception for your homunculus, I guess, is just a...
Oh, his bonus. I see.
Yeah.
He does have a dark vision of 60 feet, if it matters.
No, we can see fine in here. We can see fine.
13 flat.
13 flat. You don't notice anything or hear anything. The only thing that strikes your mind as you're kind of like gazing through his eyes and his existence is that those lava tubes and stuff that are entry into here around the edges of the tunnel could fit someone like you. So you don't know if something could be hiding up in that or not.
Alright, when you say lava tubes, what are you referring to? I don't...
Lava tube is like where lava would flow through the earth. And it can be anywhere from as super tiny or ginormous as a house. But basically they're like tunnels. Think of like a wormwood bore. that would come out into this. Yeah.
I guess what I'm saying, like, is there like 100 of these? Is there like 2?
It's like this was carved out of like an existing lava flow that had a bunch of these already, bubbles and stuff. And you don't even know how deep some of these are. So.
Okay. And at this point where he's at like the top of this cave, kind of looking down or whatever, is the heat uncomfortable?
For your homunculi down there?
Yep. I don't know how big the tunnel is, but he would be as high up as
I don't think so. Someone maybe more mean than I don't feel like that's something we need to worry about, unless you're falling in lava.
What?
Yeah.
That's when you lose a foot. And
Yeah.
Then we go find a carrot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, can't pay much. Okay. Well, I guess I'll recall Temeraire.
Okay.
Tell everyone what he saw. And, between, like, driving here and hanging out here,
Sure.
Is there a short rest to be had?
You can't do it while you're driving, because I'm not giving you exhaustion for driving. So.
Okay.
If you want to hang out and get a short rest, you guys can do that. That's no problem with that. That's what you want to do.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having my inspiration back. I don't
Yeah.
really need it for health. I don't know what Vomir's spell slots look like.
Now you.
I did use a spell slot for that, so I'll get it back.
Okay. Yeah. So let's.
It's up to you guys. I don't have to have it. It would be nice to have, but it's far from necessary. We don't have anything currently breathing down our neck that we're imminently aware of. But beyond a spell slot for you, potentially a spell slot or two for Greybeard, my inspiration. I don't know if we get much else.
Do it. Short rest it up. What we're gonna say is 3 hours from when you guys left. In total, from when you guys left the crypt, and I don't have in my notes what fucking time it was. So
We started the day
early, right?
Do what?
It was early too, right?
It was an early day.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we did locate object, like first light, basically, and then we went to the crypt.
You went to the unicorn because you failed the roll, and then the crypt.
So I don't know how long it took for that travel, but we stayed there for like 10 minutes or something.
Yeah, we'll just say it's 1 o'clock. We'll say it's
like midday.
Yeah, we'll say it's 1 p.m. now after your short rest.
Okay.
On our day of whatever day, 3 or 4, 5 day of travel or whatever.
Yeah, something.
I've actually lost track.
I never had track. So.
But yes. Yes, so everybody short rested up. Everybody should have their temp HP punched in still. Perfect. Everybody do their spell slots.
Yep.
And Xenilor, you're oh shit! I copied Lulu again. That's so weird. I must have it in my like Control C stuck. Yeah. Your homunculus gets this mental message as we wrap up tonight. So do you get this mental message from Cross-Stitch. Directly from Cross-Stitch. Oh, I see what you're saying. Indirectly, because your homunculus is getting it, thus you were getting it as well. But Cross-Stitch is like...
You must free me. You're so close, I smell you. Release me.
I will courage, I will tell him to telepathically reply, "That's the plan, friend."
That's the plan, friend.
I don't know if this is like message or something else, so he will attempt to.
Yeah.
reply.
He attempts.
Smell you too.
Smell you too. You just hear back and just screaming and all different. He's screaming in giant and abyssal. He's just screaming over and over, "Release me, release me, release me, release me." He just goes on like a tirade. And that's where we end our session today, my friends.
He needs a timeout.
You guys are fixing to release him from timeout. Maybe.
I've been in a timeout for a hot minute. A really long timeout.
It's a hot minute timeout. Oof. Good night, Bobby. Thanks for hanging out.